At one time Sunday used to be such a popular magazine. Perhaps I may still find some Sundays in my house which which belong to 1980s. But that was my father. He used to ensure that nobody touches his books, nobody touches his magazines, nobody touches, of course his files were different, but nobody should touch all that. And he strongly believed in that. When we were making Sirsi Haveli, that hotel in Jaipur, he made sure, okay, listen, तुमको idea नहीं है, तुमको यहाँ पे एक library होनी चाहिए. So we had to make a small library. I said, Bhaiji, what about books? Well, don't worry, we will buy some books from Calcutta and just take it there. So this is how we picked up a couple of books, coffee table books from Calcutta, and moved it over to Jaipur at the Sirsi Haveli. It's still there. Of course, unfortunately, we thought the foreigners would come and spend some time in the library. We don't see it. We don't see it happen so often, unfortunately, but that's what it is. So that's how, my father was so diligent and so dedicated to books. As Pradeep rightly stated, early morning, Pradeep had a habit of coming early in the morning at 8 o'clock. At that time, my father would be more busy, in the washroom, and he would be there in the washroom. He said, I would tell him, Pradeep, unko bolna jayenge nahi, I'm coming. Please wait for me. I'm coming. So that was, Pradeep. Now, of course, the whole this event was conceived by Pradeep. He called me up the other day, Ajay, I would like to dedicate this library, rename it in the name of Bhai. I said, what a better tribute you can pay Pradeep than this, and it was all his initiative which has brought us together. You must have seen that lovely library which he actually built up over a period of time, and there are thousands and thousands of books lying there. I'm sure my father will be. It's such a grand tribute to my father. He must be watching this, that his name has been put up right on the entrance of the library, and perhaps this is what he was looking forward to in life. And Pradeep and my father was almost akin to each other. Both have the same habits: dedicated, committed, hard-working. Pradeep would start his day at 6 o'clock in the morning. My father may start his day at 8 o'clock in the morning, but he'll go up till 11 o'clock in the night. That was my father. He used to, of course, in between you would find him walking around in Victoria for a change and take a round of Victoria and then come back and be on his desk again. This is, I said, this is something which perhaps only he could have done it. Nobody can think, after a tiring day, you go for a round of walk and you come back, and then you're back to your desk and back to your regular routine, and then goes up till about 8:30, 9 in the night. So he would start his day and he would end his day in this manner, So Pradeep, thank you so much for taking this initiative. Perhaps I couldn't have done this, which you have done it. I'm so happy that you have taken this. Such a lovely tribute. It's not only a tribute for his personal passion; it's also a tribute to his virtues, his thoughts. This is also a tribute to that. Thank you so much once again. Thank you.
Thoughts or experiences.
Rise up in 1986. My father had just passed away. I was having problems at home. We were being evicted. And the lawyers Dad was using, I wasn't feeling comfortable with. And his friend, Bobby Mazumdar, was the one who put me on to Mr. Gaggar and said, go and meet him and keep two things in mind. Be patient and wait, and don't get put off if he's a little rude and brusque. I walked into his chamber the first time, to the house on Lansdowne Road. He wasn't rude, he wasn't brusque, and he didn't make me wait. And from that day began a relationship which I really treasure. Because for me, he was someone really special. And the amount he did for me is incredible. I could take anyone I wanted to meet him for advice. He was always open to it. And never once did he ever ask for any charge or anything. It would embarrass me each time that you took someone there and he said, it's all right. Books were a passion. He was a voracious reader, and as Ajay said, not just of books, but on world affairs. He followed everything minutely, and he'd have some wonderful arguments in the morning. I feel bad, in fact, when I was in Lansdowne Road, I would be 3 times a week. We'd have a cup of tea and breakfast together, and there'd be a lot of clients waiting, and they'd all have to wait. And I'd feel extremely embarrassed sitting there while he discussed Clinton, or he discussed world affairs, and he discussed British politics, while these people were waiting to see him for work. And here we were having a great chat and enjoying ourselves. He'll always be very, very special, and will always occupy a very, very special place in my heart. I think the tribute that we've given him by giving him a library that's named after him is the greatest thing that he would have ever wanted. And I'm sure that wherever he is, he's smiling, looking down, and saying, now I can rest over here and go through so many of the books that I never had. Just today, I brought back a book which he had given me. I was going to give it in, and then I showed it to Ajay and Rajshri pounced on it and said, I give it. I still remember the first book he ever gave me, and that was in 1987. It was called Politics of the Judiciary by a man named Griffiths. And he said, you'll enjoy it, read it, and I took it with me, and I was on a flight, and I left it on the plane. I was mortified. I mean, what was I going to tell him? I mean, the first book you've given me, and I've happily got rid of it. I had to go phone a friend of mine who lived in Madras. I lived in Calcutta, and he had a beautiful bookshop in